Let's look at some of the more advanced features of the 3D hotspot. I'm going to change this one that we were playing with last time. And what I've done off camera is uploaded another 3D model into a new group I made, and it's an exhibition stand. And what I'm envisioning is that people could click this hotspot and it would say, you know, come visit our booth and learn more about the bridge and its construction techniques and this and that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this hotspot. I'm going to change it to a snap type. And I have a new exhibition stand group that I created that should have, yeah, there we go, an exhibition stand in it. And I don't have any waypoints set up or anything yet, so we'll just start at the default. And I'm going to click this. So now, when people are viewing the model of our bridge, they will be able to go and click this, and they'll be warped into exhibition stand 221001, which I got from this guy on Sketchfab. Thank you very much. So we have this exhibition stand, and I'm gonna just dive in here quickly. We're gonna cover this in another video, but what I love to do is just kind of give little teasers of what's possible, and I'm gonna do that right now with this stock photo library of a background, neutral. There we go, something like this, but not too intense. Just to give it a bit of depth, because there's all these lights on the exhibition stand. I figured it'd be nice if there's some lights in the background. So let's do that. Okay, now we can work with this. Okay, so you can see here, this is my favorite part. This is some serious bussiness. We are going to do some serious bussiness with our 3D hotspots. And I picked this booth because these things are ripe for the picking. And so what I'm going to do is I am, first of all, going to do something. I'm going to cover up this bussiness here. I'm going to add a 3D hotspot. I'm going to add it smack in the middle of that. And so by default, of course, it creates the circle. But what we're going to look at now is we are going to look at other things that you can do. And one of those things is picking images or videos. We picked an icon in the last one. Let's do an image and a video and see what we can do. I have uploaded these two videos. This one we had seen from the previous video that we did. This is a new one. So this is just a 10-second countdown timer, a little MP4 video that I've uploaded. And you can see that it has now, actually, let me just bump this up a little bit. The size, I'm not going to use pixels for this because there we go. 71 meters is a bit big for a TV. I mean, I wouldn't complain if I had one. But what we can do, I mean, you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? So what we could do is we can plop that right in the middle. Now, what I need to do is make sure that always face viewer, and you see what's going on here? This is one of those circumstances where always face viewer does not work. We don't want it to face viewer. We want it to be glued to where this this TV panel is. So I'm going to turn this off. And now you can see, sure enough, that we've got the little marker line back there, and it is a little bit of a ways away from the TV. So what I want is I want it right smack against that TV. So I'm going to adjust the distance down to 0, and then of course we get some Z fighting, as it's known. So we want this to just be a smidge on top. So now we're 1 centimeter away from the TV, where you don't notice it from the side, but everything else looks great. Okay, so one of the things that you can do with the 3D hotspot is you can apply a scale to it. So right now we just have this this square image here, but we can scale it. And so if I do a scale of not 20, how about 2? And then just kind of use a click and drag here to fine tune it a little bit. Yeah, I want that nice white border in there as well. And then scale it up a smidge. You'll notice that I've got, is that my camera angle or is that the position? This is actually an excellent way to show you how the center point can be used for something like this. So you remember the center point will adjust the positioning of this. And now, in this case, it works perfectly. Okay, so you see as I do that, it'll adjust the center point, and I can fine tune it to drag it, whoa, right there. Okay, and I mean, if I do say so myself, that is pretty spot on. Great. Okay, so immediately you can see some benefits to the 3D hotspots, and now you could have this link to a full video, right? You can have it play a YouTube video or a Vimeo video or whatever you'd like. Play video here, just to remind us what this is going to do, and we can call this the TV hotspot. I can save that, right? And it just slots in seamlessly. Now we can do that, of course, with static images as well. So let's put something in there, and I have an idea. So I'm going to plop it right in the middle again, and I don't know if I've uploaded the file to my snaps. No, I haven't. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go and open up properties, the snap files, and I'm going to go grab this file. Not sure if anyone has ever seen this before, but it's something called the Mona Lisa. And the reason I got that is because it has a very similar aspect ratio to this, so it won't look very squished when we put it in there. So I can go into edit mode and edit my hotspot. And you can see these the yellow outlines on the hotspots. On ones that are not facing the viewer, it actually is aligned with it, but this will show you the actual direction of the hotspot if you didn't have the always face viewer set. So this one is, of course, right against the painting. So that's why the yellow marker appears to be a little bit wonky. It's actually not the yellow marker, it's the hotspot itself. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to change the background to a snap file. There's Mona Lisa, and I can pick that, and there's a little teeny tiny Mona Lisa in there. I'm going to unfold the appearance, and I'm going to put the distance at our 1 centimeter there, just so it's on top of things. Or is that millimeter? Ooh, yes, millimeters. And size, of course, 40 meter Mona Lisa. Ooh. Oh, we may have to... Oh, you know what it is? It's the face viewer thing again. See, she's always facing the viewer, so she goes in behind it. However, turn that off, and now she's glued right to it. So I can get a little bit closer to do some fine tuning here. And what we'll do is... Actually, I didn't get that centered, did I? I'm going to put that right there to get it centered a little bit better. That's a bit better. And center point... just to do some fine tuning, bump in the scale, that, and then likewise that way, just a smidge of an adjustment there. Ooh, look at that. It's the Mona Lisa, and I don't need the marker line in there. You can't see it anyways, but just to keep things tidy. Okay, so now we have an interactive Mona Lisa, as well as our animated video, which are all 3D hotspots. So that's how easy it is to use images and videos in 3D hotspots in 3D models in SeekBeak.